Okay.
And now Earl Strickland takes the lead.
He's put the game ball down with authority that time. Trying to make a statement, I think, with his ball pocketing. What a terrific shot maker he's been the last 2 games, huh?
Oh, yes. He has certainly taken command of this match at this point.
And he's lived up to his billing of the offensive juggernaut.
Yes.
Anyone that jumps the ball to get to a bank shot, to get to another tough cut down the rail. And even threw out a couple little side comments while doing so.
Well, seems to be in the zone now.
Yeah, he's intense.
Earl Strickland leads the match 9-8.
Another tremendous break. And finally something's starting to happen for him. He's getting some rewards off the break here the last couple of times. He created the run out last time with a jump bank, and now he's got a shot on the 2. It looks like he may have to play the 3 ball with it. Might be a combination. It's hard to tell from our vantage point. Played the combination.
We got the combination.
And that's something that Efren does extra good, is he plays position from balls like that very well. He gets the cue ball to come down there, and it's a byproduct of rotation as well. For us Americans, it just adds so much difficulty to even making the ball that sometimes we're not very effective playing from ball to ball or through balls with the cue ball.
Rotation's not as popular in the States as it is in the Philippines.
No, it isn't, and I learned it in a month-long stay with Efren. And have grown to love and appreciate that game. It certainly it offers a far more challenge to a good player than 9-ball does. Efren has a chance to make the 9 here with a good, accurate kick. I'm sure he'll be happy to just hit the 2-ball. But if he hits the proper side, he may even be rewarded with a game-winning shot.
Cool.
Yep. He made a good try. He landed on the right side.
You called it. You called foul. Foul, right?
No foul.
No, it's a foul. It was a bad hit.
I gave him. Once they hear what he had to say.
The referee called a foul, and Earl was willing to accept Efren's word on it. Efren or Earl believes in sportsmanship. He's a golfer, and he plays by a code of ethics. And he's a very firm believer of that.
Well, Efren just acknowledged it with a grin.
Frankly, Efren's a little amused by the behavior. It's so opposite of him that he's kind of entertained by that, as well as the crowd.
I'm telling you, it makes the match even more interesting. That some verbal fireworks are coming out of one end and none on the other.
No. All right.
Sometimes it comes down to the East and West type of culture, where the Orientals are not wont to verbalize too much.
Yeah, they tend to be a little more stoic, and some of the Americans, they really they show a lot of emotion.
Let it all hang out, huh?
Yeah.
What gives here, Mike?
Well, I'm not sure whether Efren looks like he might have been left with a difficult enough shot that he may have to be forced to look at playing safe. He's looking at the kick safety here. I think he's going to try to stick the cue ball right there where the 6 is by coming into the rail and then hitting the 6. Now he played the 6 into the 9 to stop the cue ball. And that's a little trick for good safety play. Try not to move both balls on the table. He played total command over the 6 by stopping it by hitting into the 9, and just let the cue ball kind of run wild to this end of the table, leaving Earl long and length of the table away. He wasn't happy with the angle that left, though. I think he feels that Earl has a good possibility to make the bank.
Well, Earl has shown that it's not too much of a difficult shot for him, but let's see.
Look at that cut shot. Spectacular. Yeah, that was some good confidence to spin that ball in.
Two-game lead now taken by Earl Strickland at 10-8. This is the opening night of this three-night match, dubbed as the Color of Money. It's a $100,000 winner-take-all challenge, 9-ball format. Reaching you from the Ridgeways Bar and Restaurant here in Hong Kong, I'm Ed Pixon for Vintage Sports. With me is Mark Wilson. And certainly, Mark, your commentary has been very informative and educational for a lot of us.
Well, I spend a great deal of time with these guys, and I study them. And I'll tell you, each guy has some certain characteristics with his demeanor and character that I've seen time and again and am amused by. Not everyone finds the same amusement, and I'm not always endorsing it. I'm just saying that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Oh, an absolute bone-crushing break, but nothing went in. The 4-ball hung in the pocket. The 2-ball went to the rim of the pocket. The 7-ball near the pocket. Efren comes to the table without much of a shot. I'm not sure what he can do. Be a very difficult angle to hit the side pocket from there. He has the potential to make a billiard shot by carrying the 1 ball into the 4. The reward doesn't look to justify the risk. This is the type of shot that really separates the masters of the game. And this is the type of shot that I would never dream of second-guessing what Efren Reyes would choose to do here.
Seems to me he's still weighing his options here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a safety, and I think he's trying to determine if he can get the 1 all the way to the end rail or if he wants to try to play maximum control on the cue ball. Ideally, he'd like to do both, but in this position, it's so difficult that I think he's going to have to settle for one or the other. He might be playing a 2-rail bank shot. No, he chose the safety. I think he means he was trying to play the 4-ball.
Yeah, I was pointing at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Had he made the 4, I'm sure he wouldn't have obtained much of a shot on the 1 unless he was planning to bump the 1 into the 5. Another great offensive shot.
Pretty accurate, Earl Strickland at this point.
A nice shot.
Do you see any difficulty in what Earl Strickland faces now, Mark?
No, he's in good shape. I tell you, I've had a long incident. He's very temperamental about conditions. And when we first arrived here, he examined the table and fine-tuned it himself in a couple instances. And I'm not saying that he did anything wrong, but the pockets weren't shaped properly, and he even took a razor himself and ended up, he slightly cut his finger and repairing the table.
That's how meticulous Earl Strickland can be. But as you mentioned